Hi everyone, this is Ritu and I'm back. We all love to have a cup of coffee
with our friends and loved ones, but we know very little about this amazing drink which was discovered around 1000 years ago in the lands of Ethiopia by a goat herder when his goats were grazing and had some shining red berries and could stay awake for nights.
The cherry-like fruit which smelled like jasmine, when tested by the locals, it was established that by having such a drink, a person could feel more energetic and could stay awake for longer. They called it a magical fruit and the drink kava. And the centuries-long voyage of coffee began.
By the end of 18th century, coffee became the most profitable export after crude oil.
Coffee has actually been way more than just a drink. Having a cup of coffee is a different experience for everyone.
For corporates and many of the freelancers, it's basically the time and place provided by the coffee houses. For couples and families, it's a lot of fun time spent together. For friends and youngsters, it's a place to chill out with the peers and of course the free Wi-Fi. And it's always been this way for centuries over. The coffee houses have always been great places for social, economical and creative meetings and places for entertainment as well. Even for the people in the creative field exchanging ideas or just having a conversation, they provide us with a nice private place and a good ambience with a great cup of coffee of your choice.
But we know very little about this amazing drink which replaced the breakfast drinks of Europe, the beer and the wine ever since 16th century. So let's start the video, which is my small tribute to the drink which I immensely love.
Some point of time, we all get confused with all the difficult names, the right pronunciation, the ingredients and the techniques, and of course the vast variety of flavors available. Coffee confusion? Friends, do you also get confused about the types, names and the huge variety of coffee and wonder which one is your taste and will suit you the best? Let's find out! Coffee. This word can be used for the beans, the instant coffee powder or the drink itself. By the way, it's the only drink that can be served hot or cold and interestingly with the same names all over the world like latte, mocha and all other drinks except for frappe and frappuccinos as ice is the core ingredient in there. The aroma and intensity of your cup of coffee depends mainly upon the roast, grinds of the beans and of course the brewing techniques. Like light roasted beans can give us a sort of acidic flavor. At the same time, the dark ones can be a little smoky. Similarly, the various brewing techniques require different kinds of grinds to produce an entirely different cup of coffee. I was just talking about the brewing techniques. So basically, extracting all the oils and the actual taste from the ground coffee by passing hot water through it using various techniques is called brewing. The machine brewing is the most popular one, but in many countries, the other techniques like French press, Chemex, pour over are also popular. They are great options even for coffee at home. So now, let's talk about the various coffee drinks. Espresso is the very first thing which comes to my mind. It's actually an Italian word which literally means pressed out. As in here, the finely ground coffee beans are tamped and high pressure hot water is passed through it. And we get the purest and the strongest form of the most intense coffee, and that's the reason it's actually called an espresso shot. It's the base for many other coffee drinks. The most popular espresso-based coffee variants are cappuccino, latte, mocha, etc. If you really like a little strong flavor of coffee with very less or no milk, you should straight away go for an espresso or a macchiato. If you like a little creamy coffee, then go for a cappuccino or a latte. Latte is supposed to be the lighter version of coffee. If you are a chocolate lover, you must go for a mocha, which is always a coffee plus chocolate drink, cold or hot, either ways. The most popular and admired variant of coffee, which is freshly brewed espresso shot topped with steamed froth of milk, is a cup of cappuccino. Now, why is it called so? It takes the name from Capuchin monks of Italy from 16th century. The color of the drink resembles their robe. It's for those who love the strong flavor of coffee, and it can be served hot as well as cold. Macchiato, not a very popular one, but another stronger version of coffee right behind the espresso shot, as it has a little dollop of milk with one espresso shot or two. The name is a gift given by the baristas just for the waiters to differentiate between an espresso shot and the espresso with a little milk, which is not a cappuccino as well. We can say that it stands somewhere between the espresso shot and the cappuccino and is for those who really need that extra amount of caffeine with a little comfort of milk. Cafe latte is for those who prefer a very light, milky, and creamy cup of coffee. I guess it's the lightest version of an espresso based drink, which is diluted with milk and lots of foam. The name is also derived from the Italian word caffè e latte, which simply means coffee and milk. The same thing in French is called grande crème. Cafe mocha is always related to a coffee with chocolate. You know, the name mocha actually has nothing to do with chocolate. In fact, one of the best coffee beans called the Arabica became very popular in Europe in 16th century, which were exported from a place in Yemen called the Port of Mocha. But the term mocha seems to come from America. Coffee and chocolate have been the best friends forever. It's the best option for all the chocoholics like me. My heart just pops out for the hazelnut version of it. Americano. The quantity of food and drinks served in Europe and America are totally opposite. In America, the quantities are huge, but the intensity of coffee is a little diluted as compared to Europe, where the portions are smaller but flavors are intense. There is an unconfirmed belief that in the period of Second World War, the American soldiers in Italy used to have espresso with a lot of water to dilute the intensity and increase the quantity. Ever since then, this version of coffee is called Americano, which again is an Italian word meaning of America. It's basically for the ones who aren't game for a creamy cup of coffee. You can have it with a little Irish flavor or hazelnut syrup. Tastes great. So now let's talk about some variants of cold coffee. Frappe and Frappuccino. Both are the most popular versions of cold coffee drinks with some differences and a few similarities. As we can see here, Frappe uses instant coffee while Frappuccino uses brewed coffee. Frappe always contains coffee, unlike Frappuccino, which can be with or without coffee. The basic ingredients in a frappe are milk, coffee, and sugar, whereas in a Frappuccino, lots of cream, whipped cream, and variety of syrups are added. Frappe is a European drink invented in Greece, while Frappuccino is a Starbucks product invented at Starbucks in America. Now, the similarity. Both are large iced drinks available in many flavors. Frappe, when made with ice cream and topped with whipped cream, is a kind of frappuccino itself. Most cold coffee variants are made with instant coffee, like the frappe and dalgona. Both use the exact same ingredients in different proportions, but that hardly makes a difference. It's basically the method and the duration for which the ingredients are whipped or shaken. A frappe can't be served hot unlike dalgona. Why dalgona coffee is called so? The drink, also known as whipped or beaten coffee, has its origin in India for quite a long time now. But it became popular when it appeared on a Korean TV show in which the actor traveled to Macau, tried the drink, and nicknamed it dalgona, as it resembles the traditional Korean honeycomb toffee of the same name. It's since caught the eyes of social media world over, and these past few days, with almost everybody at home, it's gone crazily viral. The best part is, it's relatively easy to whip up in your own kitchen people are making new recipes with it now. Filter is used for brewing coffee here in South India, and believe me, it's no less than a cup of cappuccino. And now a little recap for you. Hot coffee. The strongest one is an espresso shot. The macchiato with a little milk. Cappuccino with milk and froth. Americano, watery. Mocha, chocolatey. Lightest and creamy latte with whiskey, Irish. Affogato is ice cream based dessert. Now cold coffees. Frappe can be with ice cream. Frappuccino, uncountable flavors. Iced coffee, icy cold. Nitro, the latest one with nitrogen. Dalgona and South Indian filter coffee, easy and awesome. I hope you had fun because I had a lot of fun making this video. Hopefully you don't get confused from now onwards while placing an order or making your own cup of coffee. If you like this video, please hit like and share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel for more such informative stuff. Thank you. Bye bye. This is Ritu signing off. And yes, if you want to know more about coffee history, types, cycle of beans, and how the instant coffee is made, comment below. I'll post another detailed video on it. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.